It is I, Saris. Eventually, I'll come up with something a little bit cooler than that. But the point stands. I am running a tad bit behind. Because I did not get in the shower when I was supposed to. So I just finished dinner and have yet to get everything set up. I know I set an unreasonable goal. Be ready at 7:30. I get back from class at 6. So what am I doing with my life? Who knows? Gotta check to make sure you could actually hear me. Take out my residual headphones. Where is my headphone case? I don't know. I'll find that later. But I'm running the dishwasher. Sorry if you can hear that. I have a small apartment, so it is right outside my door. And here we go. Welcome back to Two Falls. Nisha. I said I was going to get a pronunciation guide. That is not the case. I have my phone, should I need to look anything up. Here we go. Continue. Tracks left in the first snow of fall. If I recall, our last little bit was Pierre and Maikon putting the wolf to rest while I can't remember his name. The translator guy and Jian were having a conversation about what her people did to his. I think that's where we left off. I could be wrong. Let's see. How accurate was I? That took a little bit longer than I was expecting.
Don't go falling behind, girlie.
Worry about yourself.
Him. The last guy. Where's my dog? Walk with Tehan. Tehan! That was his name. I thought it was something along that, but I didn't want to, think I knew what his name was.
Are you ill? You didn't sleep much after our talk last night.
Just cold. And looking forward to a real bed.
Good thing we're close then.
Can I get up faster? Please, Jian. Walk a little faster. It says walk with Tehan, not walk behind Tehan. Oh.
Wow.
Sight for sore eyes, huh?
Look!
Albert, why was this area clean cut? Augustin promised to leave trees for Wendat.
Beats me. Must have been short on firewood.
But why take the ones we need for shelters? He could have just...
Hey, don't ask me. Ask him. He's the one out there dealing with the natives.
They're still here?
Tehan? What's wrong? Who's here?
The Wendat. Come to hunt and trade. But something must have happened. They were supposed to be gone by now. I hope Augustin has nothing to do with it.
I thought you said he was different from the others.
I did. But that doesn't mean I'm sure. I should go on ahead. Make sure everything's all right. Meet you at the gates.
That's slightly concerning. If they're still here and they're supposed to be long gone, I don't have hope for that. I'm glad those other guys left. I only like Tehan in this group.
Hey, don't worry. He'll be okay.
Who, Tehan or Pierre? Was our dog blind in one eye? Or is that just the weird
Besides,
lighting?
Look.
I think that's just the weird lighting.
We actually made it. Better get going before they leave us behind. Come on. Come on, Captain.
Captain. Oh. I did like how we immediately started out and she went, well, worry about yourself. And I was like, yes, we like strong women in this household. This area is so pretty. It doesn't have the color that my con will probably have, but like, it's still really pretty. And she's still got the wolf pelt that we need. As the other pair. Where's the dog? Okay. Did I go the wrong direction? I think I did. Where am I supposed to go? What is my head for the gates? Okay, was I supposed to just jump off the cliff? Where's the dog? Capitan, help me. Where am I going? Where's the dog? Oh my god, I went such the wrong way. I'm coming, Capitan. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. At least bark to let me know I'm going the wrong direction. Like, geez. This is so pretty. Sorry, I had to take a water break. And then my mic would not unmute. I didn't say anything because it's RGB. RBG, red, blue, green. And it's, I think that's what it stands for. I don't know technical terms. I am inept. There's another dog. No, that's Capitan.
Arrows. Are these from the raiders Tehan mentioned? God, please let those walls be safe.
You're the raiders! Jian? Good grief. These weren't supposed to be cut down for you.
It was one thing to hear about strongholds scattered amid the New World's wilderness. It was another to actually see a house of God standing at the heart of it. The people who built that trading post didn't survive nature. They conquered it. What did it take to build something like this?
Nothing good, I assure you. History did not write very good things. And it's better because history is written by the winners. So.
What do you expect them to do now?
Oh god, Tehan's so mad.
Please, if all your kinsmen seek is shelter, God will always welcome those in need. Perhaps we can discuss the matter after I consult my associates.
Ooh.
What that dear thought?
Ooh. The one thing you do not tell an angry person is calm down. And Tehan must be livid. Ooh. Need more space. I got a new headset. So I should not be coming unplugged as often. Can I adjust my setup real quick? So I have more space to move my mouse. Thank you. I actually like this better, I think, because now my monitor is closer to my chat.
Father de Leon.
Gentlemen, I see the Lord did not bless you with fruitful hunts.
Oh my god, he's got a mustache.
Yet
Ugh.
I see he graces us with a guest.
Gonna lie.
My, such a precious lamb, led astray from her flock.
I hate him already.
What is your name, child?
My name is Jeanne, dear Reverend. And I'm no lamb.
Oh.
I see. However, I am no dear Reverend either. Father Augustin will suffice. Where did you find this girl?
She found us. Came here hoping for a place to stay.
Was headed for Quebec, but her ship sank and she got stranded.
Thank you, Bernard.
And she claims she's a nun, carries a Bible and everything. She even read from it, sir.
Is that so?
Oh, I hate him already.
Miss Angelier? Is it true you laid eyes on our Lord's words despite lacking the right? Answer me.
Justify. Jean grows more headstrong.
I admit it. I did read his holy book. But without the faith his words gave me, I'd not be standing here today. Those prayers gave me strength to reach this place, so I may serve him.
A soul who sins out of pure love for Christ. You remind me of myself, Miss Angelique.
No, don't like that.
Very well. I'm willing to overlook this misstep if you abide to my terms.
Oh, God.
First, you must never lay eyes on the Bible's pages again, under punishment of exile.
I found my headphone case.
Secondly, you must assist those most in need. Agree to do my bidding, to help foster peaceful relations with these unlucky Wendat. And I will gladly provide you room and board.
Gonna lie to him. Can I lie to him?
Promise not to repeat the mistakes of past Jesuits, and I'll agree.
You have my word.
I don't believe you. Your hat looks
Do not
stupid.
let your men lay a finger on this girl. She is to serve Christ alongside me.
Sir, with all due respect,
The
that
harlots.
harlot's
Albert, did I request your opinion or obedience?
Good. Good.
Tehan, show Miss Angelier to her quarters. I want her well rested for tomorrow.
Fine. But if you take advantage of this woman, or use her to take advantage of us...
I like Tehan.
Oh, please, I've told you time and time again. I have no such mercurial intentions. My hand to God, she and I shall only work for the good of your kin.
He doesn't believe you.
Come with me. Tell me the truth. What did you agree to?
It's fine. He just wants me to work for him.
I was afraid of that.
Oh no! Augustin de Leon and the Wendat. The trading post, 10 days after Jean's arrival.
Father de Lyon's trading post was little more than ramshackle lumber and a few angry brutes. but I had safety here. A routine. A home. And best of all, I had a purpose.
Explore the trading post. Okay. Can do.
Morning, Jean. You free to play dice? I want payback for last night.
I can play dice with the old man, I think.
Sorry, Florent, not now.
Oh.
Father Augustin has work for me.
Of course he does. Well, best not keep him waiting. He should still be at the chapel.
There's the dog.
Got it. Thanks.
So that's the guy. There's the exit. That's the door we came in. What's this? An office. Who's this? Oh, is it one of those guys? Fleur-de-lis.
Golden lilies on royal blue. Nouvelle-France's flag looks like the king's coat of arms.
Why is it hanging up on a wall? Who's this?
Keep walking, girl. I don't want to deal with your crap while I'm on break.
It's him. Ugh. I should know what the other two look like.
Must be hard to make wood bend like that without breaking.
Toboggans! Tehan!
Tehan? Is everything all right?
Oh, endure, Jeanne. Just tired of negotiations going nowhere. Early winters make business complicated. But we'll handle it. We always do.
Okay. Good luck.
No, he's sad. Good grief.
The dorm's roof sprung another leak! Christ, I'm sick of this shithole!
What were you expecting out here? Versailles? Just be glad we have a roof. A lot of places are way worse off than us.
Hyacinth.
Places are way better off, too. That Hudson Bay outpost we worked at with Bernard, that was leagues nicer than this.
Yeah, well, Hudson Bay don't pay us like Augustin either. If you plan on making real money with the rest of us, suck it up and pull your weight.
Fine, I'll fix the roof.
Yeah, that's...
They have enough guns to start a war.
Oh, poor Jean. The truth of this world sucks!
Wow. Never realized these were made from tree bark. It's a miracle they don't get ripped apart by river rapids.
Canoes.
Poor things. I feel bad having to cook them.
Don't we all?
Nothing like the smell of fresh baked loaves to make a place feel like home.
Who is baking the bread? You? Who knows? What's this way? A storehouse.
Is Tehan sure these are edible? Doesn't look like any fruit I've ever seen.
I make pumpkin pie. I make a mean pumpkin pie too. It's really good. So the idea to me is pumpkins have always been edible, right? But I guess that is the case that before like international commerce and ways to preserve fruit, Jean would never have seen a pumpkin before. That's so strange to me for some reason.
I think I know someone who might like this.
Oh, is that a bone? Can I give it to the dog? Just robbing the storehouse. Sorry, guys. Dog gets the bone. Still don't know who's baking bread. What's this? Because the church is up the hill. I think. Pet the dog.
Bon appetit, boy.
He's so cute. Look at him. Look at his little tail wag. Oh. God, I love games where you can pet the creatures in the game. Or give stuff to the dog and cats. Ugh. There we go.
Father Augustin's cabin. Bet it's way nicer to sleep there than the dorms.
If he offers you to sleep in there, do not take it up on that. Do not take him up on that. Who puts their bed right next to a chair? I don't know. And that looks, if I walk in there and they match, I'm gonna lose it. What's this way? It's a watchtower. I cannot climb this, can I? Oh, I can. Who's this?
Just you wait, you fucking Iroquois. You ain't ready for me.
We're not gonna talk to him because he's holding a gun and gives me very bad vibes. I'd rather go talk to the creepy father, who also gives me bad vibes, but at least he's not holding an active weapon. Is this the graveyard? Oh!
These poor men. God, if you can hear me, I hope their spirits are at peace. Just like the women aboard my ship.
Creepy.
Our Father who art
old
in
men.
heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and pardon us our sins. Amen.
That was uncomfy. At least for me.
Good morning, Jeanne. Peace be with you on this fine day.
Thank you, Father. Albert said you needed me?
Indeed, and for an important task, no less. I presume you're aware of our guest's precarious circumstances?
I am. Tehan said the weather has been abnormally harsh. There's almost nothing left to hunt or forage, and their people's crops have suffered too. Some want to leave before the first snow, but it might be worse back home.
Dreadful, isn't it? Well, fret not, my dear. The Wendat shan't be forsaken. My associates and I will host a banquet soon, in honor of Toussaint.
We have enough food left for that?
Of course. I've been planning this celebration for quite some time, you know.
I don't like
We shall have
Tehan
fruit
and Albert
bread,
down there.
wine and venison, even mushroom stew. But to indulge in merriment when our allies suffer? That would be vile. Thus, I was hoping you'd extend Tehan an offer of conciliation. Invite him and the Wendat to stay a little longer, so they too may partake.
That's a wonderful idea, Father. But,
Is a religious feast appropriate? Yeah.
Toussaint is a Christian celebration. Should we really be imposing our faith during their time of need?
Are you implying my intentions to be impure, Miss Angelier?
Yes.
No, no. Of course not.
Then I'll thank you not to confuse charitable acts for subterfuge, as Tehon would. What this feast stands for is trivial compared to the weary souls it may save, you see.
You're right, Father. I'm sorry for speaking out of turn.
It's quite all right, child. Concern is not sin. Just be sure to extend our invitation sooner than later.
Go outside the trading post once you're done exploring. I should have figured that it was going to give me the codex for Toussaint. Because I had to Google that while they were talking. Because I did not know what that was. It's All Saints Day. Which, I still don't know what that is. So, oh my god. Is that Albert? I don't want to talk to him.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I am
You're
going.
supposed to be sweeping the goddamn dorms, so get to work.
I don't work for you.
I'm not your maid. You clean them. And if you have a problem with that,
You're goddamn right I do. You slack off, waste food, and your stinking mutt's a pain in my ass. So give me one goddamn reason I oughta...
Capitan!
take this up with Father Augustin, okay? I'm just doing what he says.
Shiana's headstrong.
Those floors better be spotless tomorrow.
Then do it yourself. Huh? Good boy.
Thanks, boy.
Can I give him a pat? Give him a head pat. Pat, pat. For being such a good boy. Oh. He's not even real. And I'm cooing over the dog. That about sums up any animal in a video game ever. If there's an animal, they get cooed over. But I'm kind of running in Dragon Age of Veilguard. I'm kind of running out of my ability to coo over the pets and pet the animals in that game because there's just so many, and you can pet most of them. There are some cats that are in very strange regions of the game that you cannot pet, and it makes me sad because I feel like they're left out. There's also a ghost cat that you cannot pet, and that makes me sad. Capitan. Oh, Capitan likes the Wendat, or he just wants to sit.
Pastor. Young winds. Yothoye. Atuentaye. Oh, Jean. Oh, Onyatanoro. What brings you here?
I was supposed to deliver a message, but... Tehon, since when have things been like this?
Longer than I care to admit. We're managing now, but it is becoming colder. Unless trades or hunts improve soon, things will get worse before they get better.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known it was this bad, I would have...
Come, we should talk elsewhere. Give him a chance to rest.
Are they hurt or just tired? I'm hoping they're just tired. Tehon, why do you walk so fast?
Now, what's all this about a message?
Well, it's good news, actually. Father de Lyon wants to invite you and the others to a feast.
A feast? For what occasion?
This is where it gets bad. Be honest about the religious aspect.
It's to, celebrate the life and death of all God's saints. I know it sounds bad, but he just wants them to stay a few more days and...
Absolutely not.
I can't fault
This
him.
is another Jesuit scheme, and I want nothing to do with it.
It's not like that. He only wants...
Shit!
What? By watching my people freeze and starve? All he wants is to endanger them. Make us rely on our salvation. Nothing else.
Look, Tehan. You have every right not to trust me. But I will never let him hurt the Wendat. So just this once, let me help you. This is our chance to foster understanding. Make things better for both our peoples. But you need to take the chance while you still can.
You're right. We won't make peace with the past by letting fear dictate our choices. I'll tell Augustin we accept.
Glad to hear that. Do you, want me to come with you? Just in case?
If you want. Though you've already done more for us than I could ask. Besides, you may have your hands full already.
Oh.
I'll catch up later?
Of course. Have fun.
At least Tehan's understanding. So, play fetch with the dog. Sorry, Tehan. The dog is first.
All right, boy. Ready? Go get it. That's how I like to remember those days. As a peaceful river by the woods, where I could pretend things would be all right.
Every time one of the narrators say something, it like hurts me very deep in my chest because they sound like something's wrong. And my ability to interpret video games has gotten a lot better. And so I don't know.
Watch your head.
Thanks.
I don't understand. The weather's getting colder. But Pierre learned his lesson. The winter spirit shouldn't resent him anymore. Unless...
It's not Pierre. It's the other guys, isn't it? It's the trading post.
Everything all right? You're muttering again.
Sorry. I just... Never mind. It's not important.
If you say so.
The
Come on. Gotta keep pace if we want to catch up.
that was a very, very, very Canadian sorry. And some people exaggerate, but like sorry is a very, the way they say that is a very like, you can usually tell if they're Canadian or not by how they say that. I have a control sample of 3 and they all say it like that, so I don't know.
What's a poste de traite like, exactly?
You don't know? Thought there was one by Totiskak.
Oh, there is, but... Back in the day, I was too young to visit with our traders. And once, most of them came back poisoned by alcohol or dying from disease. Great-grandfather warned us to stay away until things got better.
No wonder you're jumpy around white folks.
That would, if everybody came back dying, that would make sense. Down we go. This is very pretty.
Well, anyway, a poste de traite is, like a fortified meeting place for traders, basically.
I'm putting my sweater on. And I can't do it with one hand, so. There we go.
Natives bring furs, Frenchmen pay with goods. And both sides go home richer.
That actually sounds nice. In theory, at least.
Does, doesn't it? Watch your step. Ice here's slick as shit.
I need the white
So,
men to stop
what makes
swearing,
this
please.
Poste de traite special.
Well, apparently,
A missionary runs it.
Ugh.
Missionary? Like those men in black robes?
That's what I heard. They say he don't care much about making money either. Maybe the guy's just a saint looking to help folks in need, but still, it's pretty odd.
And you're sure Jeanne will be there?
Nope, but her trail's gone cold. We don't exactly have other leads. My guess is she struck a deal to get shelter for the winter. Or she's lying dead in a ditch, under half a foot of snow.
Pierre does not appreciate Gian
I
very
just hope
much.
she hasn't sold the fur.
Oh, I kept thinking that was a feather on the bottom. It's not. It's like a horn or one of those drinking horns or like a horn. I don't know the word for it.
I'm sick of walking uphill.
It's a very valid criticism. Especially having been
Fuck this.
hurt
I'm done.
and carrying
Let's call it
that.
a day. What's on your mind?
I'm not looking forward to being surrounded by white men again.
You'll be fine.
Will
We've
I?
been speaking more French than Inu lately, haven't we?
Who says I want to communicate with them?
I'm not exactly looking to befriend them.
They might be the ones getting chummy if there's booze around. Hell, there's an idea. We should share a drink once we get there. You know, celebrate getting this far together.
A drink? Like fire water? I appreciate the thought, although I don't think I'd be comfortable doing that.
Oh, right. Guess you wouldn't be. Well, I'll think of something else. Still gotta celebrate somehow.
That's nice of him.
I'll go get firewood. Every now and then, Pierre did things that made my belief in him waver. He always called them mistakes. Good intentions gone wrong. But those mistakes happen so often. I kept thinking he made them on purpose. Like he was testing me, learning what he could get away with. And I was afraid one day he'd get away with worse than I could imagine.
Will the Frenchmen be able to be understood? Because when Gian approached the same men Maikon did, they were speaking French. However, when Maikon approached them, they were speaking French. When Gian approached them, they were speaking English, because that's the language I have the game in. And I think that's interesting, because Gian can understand them, Maikon cannot. Will they be speaking English this time around?
You're better with an axe than I thought.
Hello, Florian.
Sure you don't want a break?
I'm fine. Keep them coming.
You're the boss.
We're gonna just scare men, because I know how to use an axe.
Good. Again. Gonna have enough wood for that Toussaint bonfire in no time.
Hey!
Morning, Tahan.
Where is he?
Huh?
Augustin. Where?
He's at the chapel, but...
Christ. Never seen him that worked up before.
Where's his hat?
Well, not our problem. Come on. One more swing.
I am very worried about him. His hat was gone.
Nice.
What you did, traitor?
All right, next one, John. Chop, chop.
On second thought, I'll take you up on that break.
Fair enough. Don't take too long, all right?
Go check on Taehan. Yep, that's what we're gonna go do.
Oh, enlighten me then. Calmly. You must not yell in the house.
Do not give me orders.
Oh gosh, this is not going very well. Is it?
They told me what you did. Your chants, your holy water. What gives you any right to do that behind my back?
You're being unreasonable. I only offered prayers to the ill. Where's the harm in...
Don't you dare lie. I know this feast is just another ploy.
Taehan!
But I will not let Jesuits hurt my people again, no matter what I have to do.
Taehan, I gave you my word. I will not force the Wendat into anything.
He doesn't believe you.
If they come to me,
I don't believe you
seeking God,
either.
it will be of their own free will.
It never is, in my experience.
Oh, good day, Miss Angelier. How go preparations?
Everything's on schedule.
Wonderful.
What now? Which one of them am I supposed to talk to about this?
I like how it's or the Jesuit. I'm gonna go talk to Taehan. Because I like Taehan. And maybe we can figure out a plan together. He'll just steamroll me. That's what people in charge do. They steamroll anyone with complaints. And plus he just steamrolled Taehan. So like, I don't trust him.
Helen Dasquans.
I don't know what that means.
Taehan?
Now's not a good time.
Please. I want to talk about what happened in the chapel.
There's nothing to tell. I just lost my temper.
Taehan, I know you. And you never get that angry. Not without a reason.
Look, you can see our shelters from up here.
Can I? I can't move!
Albert was on watch when I was absent yesterday. He told Augustin I was gone. And then Augustin did something to my people. He claims it was nothing but prayers for the sick, but the truth is rarely what white men claim it is.
Listen. Even if Father Augustin had no right to do that without asking, there's no guarantee he lied. Maybe he really did just pray.
I know.
Then why in the world did you?
Because I can't take it anymore. Every day I work myself to death trying to understand people who despise us. And every day I see him in the shadows, waiting to undo all the good I wrought. It's like he's trying to remind me that he can hurt us any time he wants to. And this time, I helped him get away with it. I agreed to this feast. I gave him what he needs to make my people suffer.
Taehan, listen to me.
So bad for him. Oh my god.
You chose to stay because I promised to help. And I will. Besides, Father Augustin isn't like the priests you told me about.
No, Jean.
He's a good man.
No, he's not.
Doesn't matter, Jean. Even if
He's
not like other Jesuits.
not,
Even if I
Jean.
could trust him like you do. Accepting his help feels like admitting my people are weak. That we need his salvation. And I'm just so tired of it.
No, Taehan. She wants to comfort him. Yes! Yes, Jean! Be a good friend. Oh, him. I don't like him. That is very suspicious. Why did I go to him over the priest? Because I don't like the priest. And I will stand by that answer until the end of my life. Because Taehan is our friend. And not Augustine. So you could never truly be friends with people in power.
These ones are ready, Florent.
Perfect. Just get those mushrooms for the Wendat stew, and we're done. They're in food storage. Crate marked with a cross.
Of course they
Got
are.
it.
Fetch mushrooms in the food storage shack. That's the back thing.
name's Lahoen.
The man is drunk, but at least he's being friendly. Hello, Taehan.
Dio, Taehan.
Dio, Jean. How's everything going?
Better than expected, despite the language barrier. All we're really missing is you.
That's sweet of you.
They're friends.
Taking part in this feast would mean supporting the faith it celebrates.
Not really.
And I cannot give Augustin that satisfaction.
No.
I understand. Well, if you change your mind.
You'll be the first to know, I promise.
Cool. Go get the mushrooms for the Wendat stew. I don't like being back here because I feel like something's going wrong. Gonna go wrong.
These must be the mushrooms.
No!
Wait. Why are they?
Those ain't chanterelles. You see that glow? That means they're toxic. So don't eat them unless you want to beg God to end the bloodiest runs of your life.
Oh, no, 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 no! This has to be a mistake.
Where's Taehan? Okay, he's over there. Where'd the old man go? Oh, this is... The way the situation is set up, I don't like it. Because he was standing there, he saw us come running out, looks for it, and he walks away. And he's in the church. This is a freaky setup. Like the way this camera is right now. Oh.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will
Oh,
be
that
done.
the flame in that lamp is flickering too, and it's weird.
Give us this day our daily bread, and pardon us our sins.
Father Augustin, there's an emergency. Look.
Not fond of chanterelles, are we? Worry not, child. They're for Wendat only.
No, they're toxic. People could get sick or die from these.
Who told you this?
Tell him the truth, lie to avoid suspicion. Tell him the truth.
The man I traveled with, Pierre, he told me... Wait. Who told me? You knew. There has to be a mistake. I don't...
Miss Angelier, please, calm yourself. I never meant to deceive you, only preserve your innocence. I mean, you spent so much time with Tehan. I feared you'd grow...
This is why people don't like you.
And I could not let you choose him over making the world a better place.
How does poisoning people make anything better?
It will render the Wendat weak and pliable. Perfect for our purposes of peaceful conversion.
Conversion?
Evil, evil man.
How could you? The Wendat needed you.
Indeed. And once they fall ill
No.
from eating these, they'll need me more than ever. However, only those who accept Christ as Savior will receive aid.
I'm not surprised this happened.
That's inhuman.
Perhaps. But they've rejected salvation.
Please
so
let me leave the church. I have to go with
drastic measures
Tehan.
have become necessary. After all, I would sooner kill a heretic than fail to redeem one.
Tehan was right.
He warned me not to trust you. And I should have listened. All you did was use me. Just like you used God to make innocents suffer.
They are not innocent. You have not witnessed what those animals are capable of. You have not buried saints who carried his message of peace. We Jesuits were sent to shepherd the Lord's wayward flock. But those savages are not lambs of God. They are a murder of crows.
I am very triggered right now. I'm not even kidding.
Feast
Oh.
on the livers of living men, even as they wailed for mercy.
No, you haven't.
I have seen them skin scalps
No,
from their heads of
you haven't.
like peels from
Lying bastard.
I have seen hell, Miss Angelier.
Why don't you go back to France then?
Its rivers,
Huh?
wandered its valleys. And I know you have as well. Because you're exactly like me.
I am nothing
We
like
are not the same. I'd never resort to blasphemy like this.
Oh, but you
Can I leave already, please?
my dear. From the moment we first met, you confessed to lying.
Yeah, lying
You
is
scoured
not...
our Lord's holy book, knowing full well it was sacrilege.
It's not.
You committed evil in the name of faith.
Yeah, there's a difference between lying
How is
and
my
murder.
sin, my mission, any different? And who knows what other falsehoods you've sown?
Can I hit him?
You are a wicked creature, child. But do as I say,
No.
and God will forgive you.
No.
Refuse, and I will banish you in his name, back into those wicked wilds.
Threats won't scare me.
Fine then, banish me. I'm not afraid.
Oh, but you should be. Because I will throw you into those blizzards, naked and starving. I will deny you the companionship of Tehan, traders, even your dog. And I will brand your flesh with fire to let the whole world know you're beyond God's help. Now, I suggest you consider your options very
No. I hate you so much. I'm gonna go
because
out.
whether you do what must be done, or suffer heresy alongside them, God and I will be watching.
Yeah, well... Tough. What are my options here? Tell Tehan. Tell Tehan. Tell the people. Can I set the church on fire? No, I shouldn't do that. I don't care. Do what you must. Lying and murder are not equitable sins.
Tehan.
He's my friend.
Tehan!
Jeanne?
I just got an achievement. But I don't know what achievement I got. Oh, it was the end of the episode. Okay. It was the end of the chapter. Let me go check real quick. It's just the end of the chapter? Yeah, complete episode 5. Okay. Codex. Pierre. I don't know what updated here. For traders. Still don't know what updated here. Here we go. Augustine de Leon. Father Augustine feels like a saint plucked from the past pages of my Bible. He is fearlessly devoted to the Lord, but has palpable, boundless kindness too. That is incorrect. No wonder the nuns at my convent called the Jesuits the soldiers of God. Jesuits serve the Society of Jesus, traveling the globe to spread the word of the Lord to all. They endure countless hardships, aiding, educating, and converting foreigners in need, for the sake of making our world a better place. No. Back home, I would have considered him a hero, but after hearing what these heroes did to Tehan and his people, I don't know if it's so easy to believe that anymore. In the 1600s, Jesuit missionaries established settlements, the settlement of Sainte Marie in Wendat territory, where they spread Christian faith to allied indigenous nations. During this time, they even evangelized many non-believers, but also spread devastating epidemics that resulted in incalculable fatalities. With the Haudenosaunee nation seeking to retaliate against French incursions, and the Wendat forces decimated by disease, Sainte Marie was raided. Many Jesuits were captured, and over the course of several years, 8 were ritually tortured to death by their captors. Written accounts describe the missionaries being burned with red-hot metal, bled dry, eviscerated, selectively dismembered, and more. These same accounts describe the Haudenosaunee as God-loathing barbarians whose cruelty could not shatter those with these pious pastors' faiths. Ugh. This incident is now considered the most gruesome act of martyrdom ever recorded by the Catholic Church, and these fallen Jesuits, also called the Holy Canadian Martyrs, were canonized as saints in 1930. Then why is he calling them saints now? They're not saints yet. I don't know. Oh, I don't take this the wrong way, because that should not have been done to them. However, you push people too far and bad things happen. I'm not saying they deserved it. They didn't deserve that kind of brutality. However, even mice fight back. Even mice fight back when cornered. The Wendat. The Wendat who came to the trading post are here for the sake of their families, to collect provisions for winter and barter for goods. But despite those pure intentions, I'm ashamed to admit they scare me. They look like the kind of evil warriors I heard about in horror stories back in Europe. Tehan taught me what their names mean, so I can get to know them better, though none of them are very talkative, least of all in French. Stawahanhi means he sees clearly and is a skilled tracker. Wahowan means mighty current and gestures a lot when he speaks. Serenhis means great tree and built most of their shelters. Historical facts, not yet. The trading post. After spending weeks cowering in the woods, Father Augustine's trading post looks like something out of a dream. I know French colonists had built settlements like this all across the New World. But seeing one with my own eyes made me realize the dedication it took to make those settlements a reality. These men felled trees, weathered harsh weather and harsher wilderness, hunted beasts, bartered with hospitable natives, and warred with hostile ones for months, until they turned to nothing into this, a shelter, a source of wealth, maybe even a home for some. I may not have liked those traders, but I can't help admire what their combined wills had accomplished. In Nouvelle-France, the trading posts were small fortified camps established by fur trade companies in key locations to facilitate licensed commerce between colonists and indigenous peoples. French traders would return to them after expeditions, with furs acquired through trade in tow, using the area as a stockpile before exporting them to France. Natives, meanwhile, would visit these posts in groups to acquire rare goods, like firearms. That said, trading posts often varied in size or purpose. Some served as rudimentary living quarters for traders between journeys, whereas others were bases of operation for Jesuit conversion missions. Some even expanded to offer services like blacksmithing or barrel making to attract diverse clienteles. Many trading posts eventually transformed into colonial villages or cities, such as those in Quebec, Todosac, in the Three Rivers, which still exist today. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. White-tailed deer. I read this one. Rabbit. For a few short months, my parents let me keep a baby hare as a pet. Until it ran away, that is. But as cute as it was, the rabbits here are even cuter. They look so plump and fluffy. Picturing what French nobles would do to them makes me sick. In Parisian courts, there's a dish called Nevers à la Royale, becoming increasingly popular, but the preparation is the stuff of nightmares. Hares are strangled to death so that blood and bone can be saved to make sauce. Organs are removed, then marinated for days in a mix of wine, truffles, lard, and spices. The result is a gruesome gravy-drenched pâté, soft enough to be eaten with a spoon. Sometimes I wonder if French nobles ever feel bad for eating this. Or maybe they think all those abuses make the meat taste better. No. Disgusting. One of the few native animals whose population actually increased during the colonial era. Eastern cottontail rabbits are, as their name suggests, native to eastern Canada and easily identifiable due to their fluffy white tails. They are clover-loving foragers who dig family burrows in open plains and rather than hibernate, grow thicker coats of fur in the winter. They are integral to the diet of local predators like lynx, owls, and raccoons, not to mention prized by native communities as they are available to hunt year-round. Rabbit stew is a traditional Algonquian dish, still prepared today when celebrating holidays. Rabbits are also frequently appear in indigenous myths, often shown to be confident and playful hunters, or said to let people speak with the dead through dreams. In Malasite culture, the rabbit trickster... Is that Matohex? I don't think so. Mato... Case. I'm gonna look that up. Is featured in countless lighthearted tales. He's a harmless but obnoxious troublemaker who robs and deceives other animals, only to die and come back to life so he can try again. I'm gonna Google that real quick so I know what I'm talking about. Mato Q-E-H-S. Q-E-E-S. H-S. Pronunciation. Mahtoqehs. Oh. Can I? Matiguaz. There we go. That's what it said. Matiguaz. And it's gonna take me a little bit. We did choke cherries. I think. Yeah, we did choke cherries already. Pumpkins! How do Albert and the others expect me to cook something like this? I've never seen vegetables that even remotely look like these before. They have hard shells, almost like tree nuts. When you cut them open, the flesh has the texture of a soft turnip. But that still doesn't explain their carrot-like color, let alone why they're hollow in the middle or chock full of pointy seeds. Tehan says his favorite food uses this plant in some kind of stew, and Florent swears he's seen some grow to be the size of breeding bulls. I honestly can't tell which one of those stories I have the hardest time believing. Tehan being like, oh, these are good, and Florent saying, oh, they're massive. I would probably Florent's story is the hardest to believe. Historical facts. Botanically part of the berry family and capable of weighing over 2,000 pounds? A pumpkin? A pumpkin that weighs over 2,000. I'm calling BS. I don't believe that. Pumpkins, as well as squash and other gourds, are native to North America. A 2,000-pound pumpkin? What? What? Hang on. No, you can't say that. I need help. What? A 2,000-pound pumpkin. 2,000-pound pumpkin. Pumpkin. Jesus! What is the heaviest pumpkin ever recorded? The heaviest pumpkin on record in the US and in the world was grown in Minnesota in 2023 and weighed 2,749 pounds. Is there a picture? Good grief! Good grief! Oh, they're oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I was born in the Midwest. I have family in Minnesota. And I still have a hard time believing that. Yeah, I'm with you, Jian. How the heck? Okay. Pumpkins, as well as squash and other gourds, are native to North America. Not to mention essential to indigenous agriculture. I don't know if I unmuted my mic too soon there. These plants are culinarily versatile, able to be roasted, mashed, candied, and more. I freaking love pumpkin. Oh my god. But also thrive in autumnal conditions. However, funny, I love pumpkin. I hate pumpkin spice. I can't tell if it's the pumpkin spice, like specifically pumpkin spice lattes, because I use pumpkin spice in my pumpkin pies. But I can't tell if it's like the pumpkin, the taste of the pumpkin mixing with the pumpkin spice, or mixing with the coffee. But pumpkin spice lattes taste very bland to me, and I don't know why. Anyway, but also thrive in autumnal conditions, making them integral to most communities' seasonal harvests. As nations even treasured pumpkins for the medicinal purposes, with seeds used to treat stomach infections and vine flowers for tea infusions. Alongside beans and corn, gourds are often considered one of the three sister foods by the Wendat, named after the Sky Mother's daughters who nourished humanity. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I love that. In addition, the three vegetables are known to have grown much more smoothly and healthily when they are planted close together. A meal which combines these ingredients, known as the Three Sisters Soup, is still prepared and celebrated among multiple native communities today. I want to try that. But I live in the South. Let's see. I might have to make it my own. Sisters Soup. Oh, that looks really good. Oh my god, that looks really good. Okay. Maybe one day. Maybe if it gets colder. If it ever gets colder. It was 61 when I got up this morning. And mind you, I got up at 7:30 this morning. And it was 80 by 3 p.m. Toussaint. I've always had mixed feelings about Toussaint. On one hand, back at the convent, we ate better food than usual. We were spared from most chores or duties, and we got to do much more than just attend lessons or obey nuns' orders. On the other hand, Toussaint was also a day to celebrate the dead, to bring flowers to graves, give thanks to our lost loved ones, and pray for their well-being up above in heaven. Yet, no matter how many years went by, bringing a bouquet to my parents' headstones always prodded at old wounds, and knowing I'll never see those tombs again, it doesn't numb that heartache in the slightest. Also known as All Hallows Day, or the Feast of All Saints. Oh! Okay. Feast of All Saints, Toussaint is a liturgical celebration of the Christian faith dating back to the year 300. It was originally a commemoration of the martyrs' sacrifices held between Easter and Pentecost, a holiday associated with the Holy Spirit and Jesus' apostles. Later, in the 9th century, it was moved to November 1st and instead became a way to honor the work of God's saints, whether their deeds were known or not. So it's the day after Halloween. Or Samhain. Samhain. What did I say the first time? I don't know. It's Samhain, though. It's the day before All Saints' Day. Toussaint stems from a Catholic belief of strong spiritual connections existing between souls in heaven and souls on earth. The feast is a way for those below to express gratitude toward those above for their work in life and to express thanks for guiding them closer to God. Okay. Bread. It's surprising to find a proper French bread all the way out here, but it's kind of a relief too. Adjusting to the new world's food would be much harder without that familiar taste. One of my earliest memories was helping my mother prepare mousseline bread for dinner. We couldn't afford proper flour, so we made our own from barley, split peas, rye, and acorns. It was so coarse you could barely sift it, and the loaves it baked were almost black. I'd even chip my tooth on the crust, unless I dipped it in warm milk first. Part of me also almost misses that awful stuff. Life was hard back then, but Mom worked every day to make sure we had our fill of bread, no matter how bad things got. And if that's not love, I don't know what is. In 17th century France, bread was more than just a staple food source for peasants and nobles alike. It was a status symbol. Finely milled wheat flour, which resulted in white bread, was considered pure, healthy, fit for royalty. Loaves baked with crude or dark flour, full of bran husks or seeds, was barely deemed appropriate for human consumption and a sign of poverty. Colonies like Quebec placed similar importance on white bread, making it one of Nouvelle France's most significant imports. Jesuits were granted 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds of bread daily as part of their missionary rations, and the average sedentary colonist's diet was 60 to 85% bread. Native nations, for their part, baked bannock loaves with animal lard or fry bread made from corn flour. Fry bread is actually really good. I don't know if it's the way my mom makes it or what, but I fucking love fry bread. These recipes proved essential for surviving periods of poor harvest, scarce hunting, or starvation, particularly in the wake of epidemics and colonial abuses. Today, these recipes are seen as testaments to indigenous resilience and innovation in the face of adversity. Kind of. When I asked Hyacinth why the traders traveled in fragile little bark canoes instead of bigger ships like the Intrepid, he laughed. The New World, he explained, isn't just big or uncharted, it's winding. Large rivers give into tiny crooked brooks and then turn into torrential waterfalls or treacherous rocky areas where there is no choice but to proceed on foot. No matter how sturdy the vessel, a standard French galleon is just too big to maneuver through those passages. Even if the sails were able to catch wind, despite being surrounded by tall trees. In retrospect, that seemed obvious, but I wonder how fur traders would get around before Wendat people taught them how to build these things. Traditional native canoes were built by attaching curved ribs of wood-carved flexible fir wood to a central crossbeam piece. Large strips of birch bark were then sewn across to form watertight hulls. This construction meant damaged canoes were not only easy to repair, as only one broken piece among many was simple to replace, but boats could also be built with variable shapes, depending on whether they were indeed intended for gentle streams or fierce rapids. Likewise, birch bark canoes were extremely light, despite their relative sturdiness and potential size. A 40-foot-long canoe, typically used by fur trader company workers, weighed roughly 300 pounds, but could carry 10 men and 3 tons worth of goods. Inu in particular relied on birch bark canoes when returning north in the autumn for the sake of hunting caribou. Those who carried the canoes often developed telltale humps called pakatakan. Pakatakan. Due to the boat's crossbars resting on the napes of their necks. These acted as testaments to the porter's skill and experience. Why is that have asterisks? Huh? Toboggans. Tehan seemed annoyed when I asked why the Wendat and Father Augustine's men kept these toys around. Oh! He called these sleighs important tools for commerce, as they're one of his people's only options for carrying furs over long distances during winter. And granted, richer folk in France use horse-drawn sleighs to transport goods like that too. But small ones like these and only used, so supposed to be are only used by children for playtime. That threw me. Sorry. Honestly, I wasn't afraid of Tehan's reaction or potential carnivores hiding nearby. I'd love to take one outside and slide around in the snow. Maybe Capitan would be strong enough to pull me like a horse. Jian! You know, that's a very valid want, and I like that her first reason why is she doesn't want to piss off Tehan. I love that. Derived from the Algonquian word meaning sled, toboggans were used by almost all of northern Canada's indigenous communities for transport vast amounts of cargo over deep snow. Flat-bottomed toboggans were best suited for powdered snow and were built by latching bent boards of steel green, larch, or birch wood to form an arch-like curve, which was then steamed to retain its shape. Native nations in the far north, like the Inuit, built sleds with runners underneath, called kamutik, which were better suited to wet snow or icy terrain. They also domesticated canids to pull their sleds, which eventually evolved into modern-day dog sled racing. Likewise, after colonists popularized tobogganing as a recreational activity in North America and Europe alike, Switzerland developed a team sport of bobsledding in the 1800s, using a modified steer-based design of North American toboggans. Well, that's cool. Mycon didn't get nearly as much. We read this one. I don't think we got any today. Oh, we did. We got the alcohol. We got this one. I don't know why it's like that. Eau de vie. We used to trade with outsiders years ago, exchanging fur and crafts against metal tools or cloth. But when our traders started coming back with bottles of strange drink instead... What was that? That was weird. It was certainly not coming from the game, because it was muffled. My headphones muffle things. My headset muffles sounds, so it's not coming from the game. Great-grandfather warned our leaders that the trades had to stop. Nothing, he says, is more dangerous than a poison that cripples a man's reason and his values, especially if it makes him desperate to poison himself further. The strange thing is, alcohol looks so harmless, clear as water from a stream, yet it burns the throat like flames. Reeks of fruit gone bad. A trustworthy guise to hide its foul nature. No difference than the white men who tricked us into drinking it, I suppose. Literally translating to water of life, eau de vie is a French liquor made by mashing, fermenting, and distilling fruits like pears or cherries. This yields faintly sweet, colorless, and extremely potent brandy, ranging from 44 to 86% alcohol content. Oh my gosh. That is very high. In Nouvelle France, the drink was extremely popular due to its taste and rumored medicinal properties. Circa 1730, the average Quebec citizen consumed 20 liters per year. Oh my god, is that the fire alarm in the parking garage again? Oh, I'll check in a second. The equivalent to a shot per day. Eau de vie was also used as a bargaining chip by unscrupulous traders during commerce with natives in order to propose exorbitant prices in exchange for alcohol, or getting indigenous merchants drunk to facilitate scams. Religious missionaries decreed the practice as immoral, leading the royal authorities to make the selling of alcohol illegal. Ironically, this did not stop certain natures from integrating alcoholic beverages into spiritual ceremonies or rituals, similar to tobacco. Okay, I said I was going to go check. I'll check real quick. I'm not going too far. If you start freaking out again, I'm going to lose it. Damn bothersome freaking parking garage. Wouldn't be bad if I was on the other side, but then I get traffic. And I don't like traffic sounds either. It's not so bad on that road, though. Oop. Okay. Start episode. Episode 6. Typical Saints Day. Moments after telling Taihan the truth. I did what I had to.
All of you, calm down.
You wonder what the... Hey, keep in line.
Is this what it's come to, Augustin? We don't bend the knee, so you have us poisoned?
Tehan, I assure you, this is a grave misunderstanding. Nothing more. Tell your men to calm down.
Takuatshina! I am through hearing you pretend to be innocent, you murderer! Jeanne told us everything!
She what? Do you realize what you've done? What God will do to you for betraying me?
If God punishes me for this, so be it. But your punishment will be worse. Because I'd rather be a heretic than see you get away with this.
We want justice, Augustin!
Whoa!
Taiwan!
You
Taiwan!
scum!
Taiwan!
Seize her!
Taiwan!
No! Put me down!
Jeanne! Albert! Let her go! She's...
Stay out of this, Tehan. This ain't your problem. This is between her and... Ah!
The dog! The dog!
Get off me!
No! No!
Yen, you know! Stop!
You fucking mutt, son of a...
No, boy, please, get up!
Hold them back! All of you!
You killed my dog!
Fire!
It's okay, boy. I've got you.
Don't let her get away!
Just hang on.
God knows what you've done, girl! And he will make you pay!
I hope Taihan gets out okay. And the other Wendat, because, I didn't expect that outcome. It's a cutscene? Oh, it's Maikon and Pierre. Oh, are they gonna see the fire?
Come on. Quit lagging behind.
How much longer till the poste de traite?
Not far now.
Oh, hey,
Just gotta get past the...
can you see it? Right there.
Thank fuck, too. I'd kill him.
Sorry, Pierre. The entire
Worry
place
more
is
about
burned
Jeanne
down.
if I were you.
Well,
Don't those trees look like they're a light?
I hope she's there.
Like the light is reflecting off those trees up
Goes
there.
for that wolf pelt.
You stabbed my dog! Ah, I'm so not pleased right now.
Wait. Is that the winter spirit?
Hey, where you going?
You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Do you hear that? Oh, that sound is so pretty. Yeah.
The mist. Is it guiding me?
Oh, that is so cool. There's Pierre.
This is worse than ever. Like the closer we get to that poste de traite, the more it lashes out. I don't understand. Is this because of Jeanne?
It's not because of Jeanne, it's because of the others, isn't it? The way they treated the forest in the window.
Get the fuck over here!
Yeah, that is one way to get attention. Yeah, I knew the trees were reflecting the light from the trading post fire.
Holy shit!
What in the... How? How did this happen?
Who Who cares? If Shan's in there with the fur.
Look! Outside the camp!
Survivors?
We need to get down there and help. Fast!
Right. Lead the way.
See if you can help with the fire. I can't help with that. The only one who's got a chance of helping is the Winter Spirit, and I feel like she might just be angry. I did not jump with Jian. Taehan.
We need... My God! Is that you?
Wait, you know this guy?
Yes.
He's a friend. I'll explain later. Right now, we need to put out that fire.
No, it's too late for that. Just gather survivors and tend to wounded. I can't handle them alone.
Yeah, no shit. I'll take care of the traders. You two, help the Wendat!
Thank you, Pierre, for being reasonable.
Hurry, my God!
And so our protagonists meet.
Keep it together, man. We need to get you out of here.
What's wrong with him?
I'm not sure. He was running a fever before getting these burns. But when we put snow on them... You were trained by a medicine man, right? Tell us what to do.
I don't know. I think he's in thermal shock, but great-grandfather never taught me how to handle this. If I make a mistake, I could kill him.
Doing nothing kills him too.
Take the risk and help, even if it may fail. Sorry, great-grandfather, but I can't sit by and do nothing.
Boil water for tea and mash red berries with bear lard. That should help with fever and infection. You, mix the rest with beaver oil and crushed fur. Apply it like salt once his burns are clean, and hope for the best. I can't guarantee it'll work, but...
Oh, it's blue. It's
Someone
Augustine.
was still inside? Come on!
Oh, it's gonna be Augustine. Isn't it? If it's Florent, I'll save him. If it's Augustine, I'm not going to do it.
Cannot do this!
You!
Not to me!
Tehan! You spawn of Lucifer.
Do you
Ah.
realize what you've done?
He can't hear.
What I've done!
I know I shouldn't pause during a climactic scene, but I did mention that because Pierre said that they were speaking more French than Inun recently, that I wondered if Maikon could hear the Frenchman talk the same way Jian did, and I was right.
You brought
I
this
love
on
that.
yourself, and I should let you burn for it.
What are you doing? We need to save him.
No, we don't. There is no understanding men who only want to break us. And our people won't know peace until we're rid of him for good.
Leave this man to die, and you'll be the same as him. A person ruled by fear and hate, who thinks some lives matter less than others. And that is not what you stand for. I know it isn't. We won't make the world better by mistaking justice for revenge.
Come on, Taeyeon. Make a
I'll
decision.
lift the beam. You drag him out.
Right.
What are you doing? society!
Please just take my hand and...
Don't touch me! I'd rather die than be saved
Then
by
die.
savages! And I'd sooner kill a heretic than fail to redeem one! Get out of there!
Oh!
I learned a hard lesson that night. No matter how hard I try, no matter how good my intentions,
You pull a knife on the people who want to save you?
some people cannot be saved by understanding alone.
I like Pierre's. Get out of there. That was nice. He might not trust me, or Jian, but he can understand that I am helpful. No, the dog.
Bleeding won't stop. No, 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 no. Please stay awake. I need you. Lord, I'm begging you. Don't take him. I can't do this alone.
No, baby. She used her handkerchief.
It's okay.
God, I hope that man didn't get out.
I'll be here. Till the end.
Oh, her outfit is bleeding. Her outfit's all bloody.
Tried. But they won't save him. Just breathe.
No! I didn't want to cry today.
We're safe.
No! God, I'm 2 for 2. Stupid animal games. I swear. Stupid games and with animals in them. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, can he live? Is there an option where he lives? I just made the wrong choices. Stupid animal games. I swear. This is not fair. Oh. This is not fair. I'm sorry, Bubba.
Qui peut voir le soleil la nuit? Qui peut voir la nuit sans étoiles? Et qui peut quitter son ami sans verser de larmes? Je peux voir le soleil la nuit. Je
Oh,
peux
God.
voir la nuit sans étoiles. Mais ne peut quitter mon ami sans verser de larmes. Je peux faire de la voile sans vent. Je peux ramer sans rame. Mais ne plus quitter mon ami sans verser de larmes.
No! 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 Stupid Steam achievements! I'm getting a tissue. Like how would I look like in the mirror? I don't know. Do I have codex? No. Good, I don't have codex. Because I don't know how I was gonna read them if I had them. Start episode. Good, the old man is dead. He deserves it. The morning after the fire. Oh, did the guy die too? Oh, jeez. That damage is so bad. Gotta get up.
What now?
Did the guy die too? It would be very sad if the dog and the guy died. No, he died! Oh, wait, no, that's a log. Where's the third guy? There was Tehan and 3 others.
est content. En Tjekia, ha?
Ja, skjører i John, no.
Yadarondon, my lord. Det er Westquak. Attendion Rashondia.
Jeg tar Jan.
What do I do now? Where's Pierre? What am I doing? Tab. Nothing. I don't think I can interact with these two. These guys. There's no little circle. Guess I go find Pierre, maybe?
Is this seriously all that's left? Christ. How the hell do we start over from this?
Are you
Despair brought traders in Wendat.
actually kidding me? Oh my god. He's still alive. Oh, I hope that Jian kills him
Closer together
for
than
what he
ever
did.
Before. I hope the peace would last this time.
It didn't, did it? I hoped. That was a past tense. God, he survived. I have never been more angry at the survival of a character in my life. Who's this? Why did he have to live? What? Is Florent dead? Did Florent die? Did Florent live? Who is this?
He wanted to be a dad, Flora, more than anything in the world. But all I did was call him a drunk. And now, God damn it. Pourquoi lui?
It's not your fault, Christophe. He's in a better place now.
no! Hyacinth died!
The man in the black robe. He's missing.
Oh, he got dragged away. Find out what happened to the Jesuit's corpse. I don't care.
Saranès. He died from his injuries overnight. I just hope my attempted remedy did something to ease the pain. We'll bury you properly soon. May your journey back to Mando be safe.
He died. The guy who seemed pretty chill in the trading post died. Florent's alive, though. That's good. Where's Pierre? Oh. Did Pierre do something? Oh. I can't find Pierre, and the Jesuit's body's missing. So.
The remains of their settlement didn't look like a lost home, but the bones of a beast that fed on greed.
He's right. That doesn't look very homely. Find out what happened to the Jesuit's corpse. I don't actually care. Did Pierre see him swing a knife at me? I tried to help and he swung a knife at me. He doesn't deserve a burial. He was a bad, bad, bad man. Oh, it's this way. That's a very jarring change. Maybe it wasn't Pierre. Maybe it was the Winter Spirit. Because I don't suppose it's very happy that...
Someone there.
I didn't see anything. Maybe I was talking over what I heard.
Pierre? I had to find the one who did this. He robbed this man, just like the wolf. What kind of mentor defiles his brother instead of burying him?
Pierre?
What are you doing?
Crap.
Pierre! I trusted
Look,
you.
This ain't what it looks like, all right? I was only gonna...
What? Keep quiet and hope I never found out? Just like you lied about butchering that white wolf.
How the hell do you know about...
I knew from the start, Pierre. My mistake was pretending I didn't. How can you disgrace the remains of your own kind? Disgrace anyone's remains? And why would you hide the truth?
'Cause I knew you'd react this way.
How else am I supposed to react? Why did you ask me questions about Inu and our values in the first place? Did you ever care enough to learn? Or was that another lie to make me trust you?
How fucking stupid are you? First off, you shouldn't care what happens to this filthy hustler. And I'm doing this because I need to, not because I want to. The only way to survive at a time like this is making the most of what death leaves behind.
That's your excuse for debasing corpses?
What do you mean, excuse? Leaving this guy and his shit to rot would be worse! That was the whole point of your waste of life speech, wasn't it? I mean, goddamn. Say what you mean, and tell me what's so wrong with staying alive!
Survival is not the issue here. It's the fact you do so without any respect for the fallen.
Yeah? Well, respect ain't worth squat if it kills you.
Excuse me?
In a perfect world, we'd be treating every stinking corpse like the second coming of Christ. But fact is, if you die caring for the dead, you can't do sweet fuck all for the living. So, you better face reality. You get
I trusted you,
priorities
Pierre.
straight. Or, you'll be burying Inu instead of saving him. Now piss off and let me work.
He does have a point.
Sometimes protecting our people means learning to understand, not learning to fight.
He helped me, I'll help him. It's
Can
only
I say
fair.
one last thing? I think I finally know why we struggle to see eye to eye. I have a community to return to, a place to call home, like my ancestors did. But you don't have that. You have no one to count on but yourself. And I know just how difficult it can be to survive that kind of solitude. That's why, even if I don't approve, I know you have reasons for doing this. Besides, my people take things from the dead too. I know it's necessary for survival.
Then why throw a fit when I do it?
Because you cannot
Yeah.
take.
You take and take and take, but you never offer anything in return. If all of us were to do that and never consider the harm our taking causes, eventually, this land will have nothing left to give anyone. And if the only future we can look forward to is bleak, barren, hopeless, what are any of us surviving for? This is why my people call life sacred and honor every part of it. Respect is what turns the wilderness into our home, into a future worth preserving. Treating it like an enemy to defeat the way you do, that only destroys it.
So, why waste your breath on me if I'm the problem?
You missed the point. You missed the point.
We can't go back to the days before white men arrived, or reverse damage that's already done. But we can find ways to share this land, to protect it, side by side. But we'll only achieve that through mutual understanding.
You really think trusting me after all the shit I pulled is the right call?
No.
Maybe not. But I want to trust you. I want to give you another chance. Though, I'm not as sharp as the woman who tricked that lynx.
Neither am I. But if you're giving me that kind of trust, I don't want to waste it. You're a better friend than I deserve, kid.
Yes, I am.
For a moment then, I felt it. The power I had to make a difference. And I felt that, too. Pierre? Do you see that?
See what?
I need to make sure of something. I'll only be gone a second.
Sure.
Is it leading me to Jian? Or the White Wolf? Or to my death. That is also an option. Because at this point, I don't know if the characters have plot armor. Where am I going? Down the hill.
Was that?
Jian.
It can't be.
Oh,
Hey, wait!
she did not hear me. I wouldn't... And so they meet at last! Please tell me this isn't the end of the game. I would lose it.
Right there. At the end of the path. When I thought I'd lost everything.
That's how I met you.
What? What is happening here? Were they talking to each other the entire time? What is going on? Kids, that's how I met your mother? Question? With a very, very lot of question marks. with a lot of question marks at the end. What is happening here? What is going on? They buried the dog!
Sorry I couldn't help you bury him.
She buried the dog.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I mean, the stuff I put you through without realizing.
They talk.
I was so stupid and stubborn and short-sighted and I never wanted it to end this way.
You did what you had to do. We both did. I just wish I knew what we had to do now.
Pierre's gonna come down that road and be like,
Is the wolf you've been chasing?
"What? Ha! Where's the dog?" This is weird
Yeah.
seeing him from the
I
outside.
kept hoping this one fur would fix everything the white man did. And I'm not sure if it's that simple anymore.
I wish you two could have met.
I do
Me
too.
too. He sounded
was like
a
the
good friend.
One thing I wanted. I don't have a book.
I'm surprised you kept it all this time.
Even if it got me into trouble, it let me feel connected to God in a way. But in the end, I don't think he ever listened. And for all I know, he never has.
Can I toss it then? Oh,
Hey, do you have any idea how we're supposed to move past all this?
Not anymore, no. But I think we should start by going back.
poor Jean. She just lost everything. Who am I now? Who am I now? Mycon.
What's wrong?
Oh.
It's him. You said he died, but I wasn't expecting to see him like this.
Did he steal the shoes off this guy? I tried
I'm
to.
sorry, Jeanne. I swear I did what I could, but I couldn't help a man who refused to meet me halfway.
No, it's not that. I almost killed people because of him. I couldn't just sit there and let Tehan suffer, but what if he was right? What if this really is God's punishment for my betrayal?
Then he's not a god worth following.
Maybe. I never should have had faith to begin with. In him or in God.
What do you mean?
I was too obstinate to realize how far I'd strayed. Until it was too late. So what's the point of believing any of this? If all it does is ruin lives.
Listen, I
Agree.
can't deny Jesuits like him did terrible things using God as justification. And I'm convinced other outsiders will use the same justification to do worse in the future.
Did I make a mistake there?
Because beliefs, they change us. They can color the way we think, limit our perspectives, make us lose sight of what matters. And yet, I don't think that means your faith, any faith, is fundamentally wrong. Even if your faith's convictions led you astray, they gave you reasons to keep fighting too. I know that. Because it was the same for me. And it's why Teonwastasta keeps saying he'd rather struggle than suffer doing nothing. So, if those convictions are why both of us are standing here,
Hot damn. That is some deepness right there. Oh, oh, holy crap. That is some deep,
I can't truly call them evil.
that is some deepness right
Then-
there.
You don't think I should cast him aside?
I don't know. It's not my choice to make. I just think beliefs should inform who we are without dictating who we have to become. So even if you cast aside faith, never cast aside the courage and the compassion that it taught you.
Jeez.
I really wish Father Augustin had been more like you.
Yeah, maybe we wouldn't have been in this position otherwise. If that were true, this would not be the same game it is. I think I did 4 episodes. We'll see if we do 4 episodes. If we have 4 episodes,
Seems
this
they
is
started
7.
recovering supplies.
Want to give them a hand?
Sure.
No offense, but I don't think I'll be comfortable around that many outsiders.
Is that because you think we're irredeemable or something?
Worse.
No.
I think you're complicated. Every time we're about to see eye to eye, or realize we're not so different, something seems to go wrong. And I'm left wondering if understanding is just some naive dream. There are exceptions, obviously, but still.
Hey, you safe?
No, he survived!
I just can't get over the fact everything is changing because
Then who
of them.
died? Was it Bernard? Did he die?
I know they're here to stay. That we need to learn from each other, find new ways to coexist. But how do we move past this when every new path we've tried so far keeps ending in failure?
I'm not sure I'm the right person to answer that. But you may already have an answer, standing right in front of you.
Tehan and Pierre!
It might be hard to believe, after everything that happened. But the Wendat can keep prospering because of what people like Tehan do. He's living proof our peoples can find common ground. And if you choose to do what he does, maybe...
Teonwastasta didn't choose anything. He did this because he had to. Someday, I'll need to make the same sacrifices he did for the Inu's sake. I keep wishing that I'd never chased the White Wolf's killer. Maybe then I could keep believing an open mind is all it takes, instead of realizing how powerless I really am.
Poor
I know
guy.
how you feel. Part of me still regrets boarding that ship back in La Rochelle. But regret can find you on both sides of the ocean. And staying behind would have only made things worse for both of us.
Yeah.
If I hadn't come to the New World, I never would have learned how to survive on my own. Tehan would have never told me what his people went through, or what men like Augustin did. But brutal as those lessons were, I'm wiser for learning them. And so are you.
Pierre and Tehan and these two
If you'd
standing
never
side by
left
side
your
were very
home,
interesting.
You never would have seen what things are really like out there. You never would have learned French from Pierre, or the importance of understanding from Tehan.
It would.
You wouldn't be ready to face the future, the way you are now. So even if there are unresolvable differences between us, we can't let them stop us from changing the things we can change.
How, then? How do we change the right things without changing who we are, what we believe in.
Don't fear change. Embrace it.
Out there, everyone has to adapt if they want to survive. But adapting doesn't have to mean sacrificing the things that define us either. It's like deer don't stop being deer just because they shed their antlers, right?
She has a
Our
point.
peoples didn't make it this far by giving up, and neither did we.
You know, this may not sound like a compliment, but you remind me of my great-grandfather. You spoke to Pierre?
Yeah. He agreed to take me to Quebec, just like he promised. It's not ideal, but better to go with him than by myself. Besides, he knows I'm more than dead weight by now. How about you? Back to Totuskak?
Mm-hmm. First, I helped the Homostasta's group with preparations, and then... well, I'll admit, I'm still not sure what to do about the Winter Spirit's grudge. But I won't let that stop me from finding a way forward. For all of us.
Hey, if this is goodbye, then I think you should take it with you.
But that's... I don't know how I could repay you for...
You already have.
I can't begin to tell you how much this means to me.
Dude, did I just carry around across the entirety of the game? No! Ha 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 ha!
This somehow makes for fair trade.
You kept it.
I gave it back to
All
his
this
owner.
time.
Look at that. Amazing.
I know you might not believe in what this symbol represents anymore. But I have faith you'll find your way out there, no matter which path you choose to take. So, promise me you won't be afraid of change either, all right?
I promise.
Friends! And they got their stuff back. Finally! He's not looking forward to that trek back. It's melting! Throughout history, Indigenous nations across Canada have been subjected to countless colonial abuses and cultural genocide from European outsiders. The ripples of these atrocities can still be felt today. However, hopes to achieve true reconciliation persist, with activists enacting meaningful change upon our world. This project was made possible thanks to the collaboration between Indigenous voices and creators from outside culture. I was not fast enough to get that. Oh, hang on a second. We hope it will encourage others to cooperate, communicate, and expand their knowledge in the same way. The Innu word for thanks. I love that. It's over. So it was 7 episodes. That was really good. I loved the mixture of Indigenous culture and Christian history and the fusion between that. Oh, that was such a good game. You know, I should have expected something traumatic to happen to the dog, because like the way they were talking made me feel like something bad was going to happen. And yikes. I wonder if there was a way I could have kept the dog alive. Probably by not picking a fight. But I had to do what I felt was right between them. For Jian, and what I felt was right for just the story in general. That was excellent. I don't know if there's different endings for this game. It's not one of the things I looked at when I got chosen. I cannot think. Give me a second. I have 3 more achievements. Hang on. I'm gonna just sit here with the music for a second. Because I really like it. I moved my head up, so I look my headphones up, so I look very strange, but nobody can see that. But I really liked the alternating point of views throughout the game, because it led me... Oh, Unreal Engine. Cool. I don't know. I have a lot of words. I have a lot of feelings about this game. This was easily a masterpiece game. So much so, this was a masterpiece game. But I don't quite have the words to express that, which is very strange. Like, I'm normally not at a loss for words, but I have no words for how I feel about this game. There's like a weight in my chest. It's not bad, but it's there. And this was an experience that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this game to the point where I might have to play this again. Not right now, obviously, because it's past the ending time for our stream. But I think I'll shoot for 2 hours, and anything over it is just lucky, right? But I really enjoyed this. I think I'm going to play it again. Not right now, because I do need to break. Those last couple chapters, I think, after the dog, was just, I need a break. I think, to sit and reflect on how I like it, on where this goes from now, goes from here. I know next Tuesday, since we ended with this guy, I think our next one shall be Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, right? Because I've never played that. I'm gonna just leave the screen up while I tab over real quick. But where is it? Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. But I didn't get very far in it. I have jack all for knowledge about this game. I know some of the names, I know some of the things. I know you can create your own dad. But so that'll be our first game with a character creator. You can see how ham I go for that. Which is great, excellent. Mwah, chef's kiss. I love character creators. Whatever that says about me. So we'll play that next Tuesday, and then a friend of mine begged me to play Insurgents. Insurgents? Where is it? Inscription. It's like a card game style thing, where apparently it can kill you. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not a fan of horror games, but they assure me it's not a horror game. It's just like a spooky, uncomfortable sort of setting. So, don't quite know if I trust them or not with it. But after we finish Dream Daddy, we're not going to do every route in Dream Daddy. I think we're just going to pick one we like the best and go from there. Then after that, in the vein of card games, we shall have I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, which is also like a kind of deck building game with like a story and everything. But so I'll look forward to that. I should have I'm recording Pokemon for Pokemon Reborn, which is a Pokemon fan game, for sometime this week. I have to finish editing it, stitch it together, put it there. So if that's something you guys think you'd like, oh Jesus, I'm dropping everything. I am antsy and I have nothing in my hands, so I'm fiddling around with things I probably shouldn't be fiddling around with, and I'm dropping it. Oh, let's do this. Because this has a key ring and it's quiet, so I can do that. So if that's something you guys would like, it is a Pokemon fan game. It's not an actual Pokemon game, and I've played a little bit of it, so I know currently what happens. There's a little bit that it is only a little bit. I have selective memories of this game, so I know there's like a guy in the woods. Don't know when or how to get to him. I know there's a guy on a bridge. There's side quests with the police, not the nurse Joys, the Officer Jennies and this other guys, the guys who work for Officer Jenny, and you get a Growlithe from that. And there's also like, I think if you do like one of the gang quests after helping the Officer Jennies, there's something that happens. I can't quite remember, and they don't believe that you would do that. So I don't know how to get there or what is the context surrounding that. I know there's an orphanage with a weird crazy man, and that's all that I can recall at this point. So we're experiencing that together. So I should have the first episode of that up sometime this week. We'll see, because I have like only like a couple weeks left of class for the semester. So that should be fun. And then we'll see how I go about doing this stuff during the holidays. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. I am definitely going to play this game again because I have 3 achievements I didn't get. And I kind of want to know how to get those achievements. So, yeah. But I will see you guys next Tuesday for Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, the director's cut. Because I got the fancy edition, I guess. I don't know. I looked it up on Steam and it was the only one there. Because I think I got it back when Jacksepticeye was playing. Because I used to watch Jacksepticeye religiously. Not so much anymore. I do watch his videos occasionally though still. Anyway. Farewell. See you guys soon. Check out my Pokemon video. I do upload all of my stream VODs over to my YouTube channel on Thursdays. Can't guarantee exactly what time this one will be out, but I do know that our last VOD is over on YouTube. So check those out if you want. Look out for the Pokemon Reborn first episode. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a wonderful